one of the top 5 questions we get when homeowners call us for solar quotes is, will my roof leak? Obviously, that's a concern for everybody because it's their home largest investment. They don't want mold issues and water issues. So the mounting that we use is not the least expensive option for the reasons I'm going to lay out here. Number one, you want to make sure you're finding the truss. There's some what's called a deck flashing, which we don't use because it really doesn't find the truss. There's also flashing in general, which we stopped using because when you're installing it, especially when it's cold out, you got to peel back the shingles, which can pull out nails and damage the shingle. So a better option is a company called Quick Bolt. What Quick Bolt does is you find that truss, you do a pilot hole, and there's a butyl puck, kind of like a hockey puck, but way thinner. And inside that hole, we're going to put sealer. And as the lag bolt tightens to the truss, that puck gets tighter and tighter to prevent any roof leaks. So through that, you can almost guarantee that the roof will never leak. We've actually gone back 10, 12 years later, and those pucks are sealed tight. You can't even take them off because it's been there for so long. The other roofs that we run into, by far the best roof is what's called standing seam. With a standing seam roof, there's 0 roof penetrations. So what they do is they'll find that seam, and you have a bracket that goes on there, and then your rail goes across. So nothing actually goes through the roof. So everybody will ask me, hey, what roof should I get? I'm redoing my roof. Should I get shingle or metal? I always say standing seam. The unfortunate thing is standing seam is the most expensive roof there is, so it's not chosen that often. The other metal roof that we run into a lot is what's called corrugated metal. So corrugated metal is the most common. You'll see it's like kind of like peaks and valleys. So when you do that, there's a company called CorriSlide. So you don't want to put your mount in the valley, right? That's where the water is going to be. So if you put it on the peak, you have your screws and your grommet seal, which go in. So that way the seal where we attach is where that truss is again, but that's sealed up tight. So then you can obviously mount to that without having any roof leaks either. The other roof, which is not very common in residential, is a flat roof. Flat roof is just like standing seam. There's no roof penetrations. So it lays out like a what's called commercial roof, and you're using what's called a ballasted system. So you got to have enough what's called ballast, because basically, since there's no roof penetrations, you're using the weight of the system to be the strength that it's not going to blow off, right? So if you have 4 to 5 panels, not a really good idea because it might just get up and move. So usually the engineers will specify how many blocks you need. So then the inevitable question is, how much weight is that? A normal solar system on a shingle or metal roof is about the amount of weight of another layer of shingle is 2 to 3 pounds a square foot. With the ballasted system, it might be like 5.5 to 6.5 pounds per square foot. So again, not overly burdensome on that roof. And obviously we'll go with structural engineering first to verify all these things.